Alrighty, so we got the first part for the mini bike today. It is the adapter to make the shaft, the drive shaft, crankshaft, whatever you want to call it, go from 5/8 to 3/4. So that little guy in there, so that way I can fit the new torque converter onto it. And at first I was like, man, that's pretty small, but it looks like it should just be about right. Maybe need to cut it a little bit. But yeah, so that's coming this weekend. The torque converter should be here tomorrow, Wednesday. And then the spacers, exhaust, and jet and everything should be here Friday. But I'm probably going to take the jet out sooner to make sure I can actually take it out, because these are EPA standard, so they're not meant to be taken out. So I got, here it is, an easy out kit. So I'm going to see if I can get it out. And if I can't and I just fuck it up, I'm just going to order one off of Amazon where you can take it out and throw the new jet in there. That's the plan. Alright, so it's still the same night that I got the adapter size changer for the pull shaft, crankshaft, whatever you want to call it. But I did just take the EPA jet and flute out with an easy out. It can be done. I bought that kit for like 20 bucks. I'm going to use it a ton in the future, so it's a lot cheaper and more practical than buying just a new carburetor for it. So I will have a video on that because nobody really does. Alrighty, so it's Wednesday now, and I got the torque converter, the 3/4, so I have the 5/8 to 3/4 adapter. All I need left is the part that's coming this week, or Friday, which I can raise the engine, exhaust, and put the new jet in. I also did watch some Go Power Sport videos. I do need to use the stock flute, but he called it like an X tube or a Y tube. I don't remember, but it's a flute to me. But yeah, cat. Alright, so Friday. Everything's going on. Alrighty, so it's Friday, and we got intake stuff, the dopest stickers I've ever seen, exhaust, and the piece de resistance, the engine lifters, so we can actually use the torque converter. So tonight or tomorrow morning, I'm going to be putting everything on. I think first I'm going to do the exhaust and intake and everything, get a time on that, and then I'm going to do the torque converter, get a time on that, and then so we can kind of see what you'll be getting. Governor on this bike is still on there, and I don't want to take it off. But yeah, so that's it, and tonight or tomorrow, everything's going on. All right, so it's Saturday morning. I got all the parts in for the mini bike. It's raining pretty badly, so I'm probably not going to do a speed with the new carburetor and exhaust, and then do one with the torque converter. Probably just going to do one when the whole thing's done. But yeah, I'm going to start with the exhaust, carburetor, and then start with torque converter, because that's probably going to take the longest. Alrighty, new beautiful exhaust is on. It does come with this like heat shroud for it, but it just doesn't look that great. So I think I'm going to grab like actual exhaust wrap for it. But it looks way better just like that, even if it does get hot. But yeah, so now going to put the new jet and intake on the carburetor. Alright, you get the carb all taken apart. Now I just gotta put the flute and the new jet in there, and then put my new little airbox kit on there. But yeah, coming together slowly but surely. Alrighty, new fuel air filter thinger is on, exhaust is on. All that's left is I gotta put the bowl on. I just want to make sure, I want to look up, make sure I got the flute in correctly, because I think I might have put it on upside down. I'm gonna Google that real quick and see. But once that's up, we can get it started and see how loud she actually is now. Alrighty, first start up with everything on it. Kill switch good, choke is on. Give her a couple throttles and pray to God. Wow, okay, that sounds aggressive as shit, and I love it. Alright, torque converter's next. I think since it's pretty sunny out, even though it's still raining pretty badly, I'm gonna bring it out here and kind of working it between the cars. So I have my workbench and everything, because in here is a bit crowded. But yeah, God, it sounds so aggressive and I love it. Alrighty, so got the main gear assembly off. This is when I'm gonna raise the motor, so that way I can just take the belt off and I don't have to worry about finding the master link and undoing that and putting it back on. This way I can just pop it on. When I raise the engine, I'll leave it loose, so that way I can adjust it, so that way the chain will be at the right tension. But yeah, so now I'm going to raise the engine, which I think it's just the 4 bolts, and that should be it. And I do know I still need to cut this. I'm just kind of waiting till a little bit later in the day so I don't wake up all the neighbors. Alrighty, so engine is raised, as you can see. Highly suggest doing this with someone because I did it by myself. It was a nightmare. All the bolts are still loose, so I can still wiggle the motor around so I can get the chain just right. I think next is just cutting the thing, you know, with the thing. Yeah, I think that's next. So I got the adapter on. As you can see, it sticks out a bit too far and it's really on there. I had to mallet it on, so I'm just gonna cut it off while it's on here. Just gonna be super careful and you know. And after cutting and grinding, that came out pretty dang fantastic if you ask me. Like nice and smooth. Got the holes to line up, or the gaps, whatever you want to call them. That came out pretty perfect. Some of the parts might take a little bit of like finagling to get them in, but it's on there. So now I'm probably gonna wheel the bike inside and Sawzall, just because the Sawzall is real loud and I'm trying to be quiet. But I should have everything on today, hopefully. Alrighty, so I got the base of the torque converter on. So I was just gonna pop this over so I don't have to deal with the master link, and then that's too tight of a space, so I ended up having to deal with the master link again, or anyway, so that's where we are. I also did end up cutting these. Once I get a grinder, I'm gonna cut them flush and then grind them nice and pretty. But I do have an idea if I don't want to do that, because I want to take this off jumps. So I was thinking of taking the extra piece right in there, cutting it, kind of making like pegs so I could stand on it, like go over jumps better. But you know, we'll see. That's an idea I have at least. But yeah, that's where I am now. I'm taking a little break because my back is killing me, but I'm real close. And this actually came with instructions, so it's kind of like putting together like IKEA furniture. Alrighty, got it back. I got the chain back on. I got it to a pretty decent tightness. Master link right down there, back clipped into place. This, I don't care who tells you what, this is a 2-person build. Don't care who tells you it. 2 people, mandatory in my mind. This is so hard and difficult to try to like do one thing, do the other. Now I'm gonna tighten down the motor once I get the chain where I want. It's just, it's a hassle, I'm telling you right now. It's a pain in the ass, but it's all gonna be worth it when it goes way faster. Alrighty, she is all set. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna go do a speed run, see how fast we can actually get her, and then I'm gonna clean up. So, with how it is now, I was only able to hit 32.3, I think. I'll put a picture of it up right now. So that was the picture of it. But it's still climbing when I'm getting there. Like, it's like 30, 31, 32, and then I have to hit on the brakes because it's the end of my street and it's not street legal. So my honest guess would probably be that it hits around 35, 36. That's my honest to God guess. Next weekend, I think we're going out to her brother-in-law's, so then I'll actually fully take it out. But as of right now, that's where it sits. But yeah, I'm gonna keep everything in a box just in case I ever want to sell it and they want to put it back to stock for whatever reason. But that's where it is now. Oh, I also got to put the cover on, which I know you have to notch. So I got to notch the cover. I'm gonna go around, make sure everything's nice and tight. But that's it. That's $150 to make it probably 15 miles an hour faster. Easy money. But yeah, I'm gonna clean up, throw the thing back on, and then probably just put it away. My mom and her husband are coming over, and I want to watch them ride it because it's such a blast.